Hi there, this is Tim. Today he'll show you how to replace your existing doorbell with the 2-wire IP access control. This digital video phone is a great tool to help you monitor your front door. You'll know exactly who's ringing and interact with them before letting them in. The kit consists of an external video unit with a button, an access control module with integrated power supply, and an optional internal video unit. Also in the box are connectors for the wiring, black screws and a tool to lock the outdoor station to the bracket, a name tag, and, this is very important, a sticker with a QR code. Tim will explain later why this code is so essential. To complete the installation, you'll need the following material: a power drill, drill bit and bit holder with Phillips head, a multimeter, a hammer, a needle nose pliers, 3 screwdrivers, 2 flathead and 1 Phillips, a pencil, and a spirit level. In this video, Tim will walk you through the different steps to install the access control solution. He will show you what you need to prepare and check up front, how you install your external video unit, how you optionally install your internal video unit, how you install your module in the electricity cabinet, how you initialize your system and link it to the smartphone app. Please make sure you power off the electricity related to the doorbell system before you start. Now, before you can start installing, you need to verify if everything is in order for the installation. First, check your electrical cabinet. Remove the front panel of the door and check with the multimeter if the power is off. If you find a transformer in your electrical cabinet or in the existing doorbell, you will have to disconnect it by removing the screws with your screwdriver. Take out the wires and remove the transformer from your electrical cabinet. For your Nico 2-wire access control to work properly, your electrical cabinet needs to have an 8U slot available. If that's not the case, free up an 8U slot yourself, or, if you feel unsure, have it done by a professional. Now, it's important to make sure that you have the right wiring to connect your system to your electrical cabinet. You will need 2 wires going from the cabinet to the button of the doorbell, 2 wires from the cabinet to your chime if you want to reuse it, 2 wires from your cabinet to where you want to place your internal unit. If you can't rely on existing wiring or if the wiring is damaged, you'll need to provide a new 2-wire connection from your electrical cabinet to your door and to where you want to install your internal unit. If you don't know how to do that, please call a professional for assistance. For the wiring of the external video unit, make sure that you use the correct wiring to cover the distance between the access control module in the cabinet and the external video unit. For the wiring of the internal video unit, choose a strategic place from where you'll monitor your guests, like your living room or your kitchen, and provide the right wiring to go from there to your electrical cabinet. If you don't want to place new wiring for an indoor station, there is also the option to buy the kit without the internal video unit. In that case, however, you solely depend on your smartphone and your existing chime to know that someone is at your door. Although the Nico internal unit has got its own sound, you can reuse your existing doorbell chime on top of that. We recommend this configuration in case you decide not to install the internal unit. If you want to reuse the chime you currently have, prepare your wiring so you can connect your chime to the right slot once you have installed the access control module in a later phase. You'll recognize the slot by the musical note symbol on your module. If you want to control your front door or gate with an electronic lock, make sure there is a 2-wire cable running from your electronic lock to the external video unit or to the access control module, and check the requirements. If you want to receive calls on your smartphone, you will need an internet connection. Look for a free LAN port on your internet router and make sure you have a UTP cable. You will need this in a later phase to enable the connection between your router and the access control module. Is your router not close to your electrical cabinet? Install a long UTP cable or add a network extender closer to your electrical cabinet. Alright, you're all set to install your new system, so let's get to it. First, make sure the electricity is still powered off and dismount your existing doorbell. Then you remove the integrated bracket from the backside of the external video unit. Place the bracket of the external unit against the wall, mark the drilling holes, drill them and install wall plugs, if necessary. Pull 2 wires through the wall mount bracket and tighten the bracket to the wall with 4 screws. Here only 2 wires were involved, but if you find more than 2 wires, just select 2 random ones to be used to connect the outdoor station. You will not need the other 2, so wrap them in electricity tape. Remember the colours of the wires you are using, as you will need to use the same ones when you install the access control module in your electrical cabinet. Take your 2 wires. If they are too long, simply cut or strip them up to maximum 10 mm. If the wires are oxidized, you'd better clean them before they weaken the signal they should transmit. Now plug the wires into the connector in the 2 slots marked with the letter B. Plug the connector into the external unit and then click the external unit onto the wall-mounted bracket. Lock the bottom screw. By the way, it might also be nice to mention you can personalize the name tag on your outdoor station. With every kit comes a black tag on which you can have your name engraved. See how stylish that looks? Now it's time to install the internal video unit. Hold the mounting bracket on the wall where you want to place it. Then mark 4 drilling holes, drill them, install plugs if necessary, and mount the bracket for the internal unit on the wall. Take the 2 wires. Here again, if they are too long, cut them to the right size and plug them into the 2 upper slots or the 2 lower slots of the connector. Then plug the connector into the internal video unit and click the unit onto the mounting bracket. Now you will install the access control module. Apply the QR code you found in the box onto the module. You will need this exact code to install the access control software later on. Then you'll have to mount the module onto the DIN rail. Next, take the wires that are connected to the outdoor station. You'll recognize them by their color. Plug them into one of the 7 available pairs of slots on the top of the controller. Now take the wires that are connected to the internal unit, again you'll recognize them by their color, and plug them into another pair of the slots. If you have more wires than the ones you need, simply wrap the extra ones in electricity tape and leave them be. If you want to receive calls on your mobile phone, you'll need to connect the access control module to your home router or your network extender with a UTP cable. If you have an electronic door lock or an existing chime, make sure to connect them to the controller as well. Now connect the 230-volt mains to the access control module and put the front panel of the electrical cabinet back in its place. Finally, switch the mains back on to start up your access control solution. Now, the only thing that is left is starting up the system. The system automatically boots up, which takes about 3 minutes from the moment you connect the controller to the 230-volt mains. Do not cut the power supply during the startup, as this might damage the device. For your comfort, Nikko has included a very practical wizard for the internal unit. First accept the terms and conditions, and then follow the instructions about selecting the language, setting the time zone, which is set automatically to UTC+1, giving a name to your doorbell, selecting a ringtone on your internal video unit, selecting the right configuration for your door lock, if you have one, and enabling the chime if applicable. The doorbell works perfectly, so now download the Nikko Access Control app. You'll find it in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can download the app by scanning the QR code that will be shown on the internal unit. When you open the app for the first time, an installation wizard appears. Follow the steps to register and activate your account with a password. Make sure you accept all permissions for the Nikko Access Control app. Allow the use of Wi-Fi and 4G, allow access to your microphone and your location, etc. Then, to link the external video unit with your smartphone app, you need to scan the QR code. You can either scan the code on your controller or the one that appears automatically on your internal video unit. Once the QR code has been scanned, a green check will appear. This means that the video unit is now linked to your mobile account, and you'll now receive calls on both the indoor station and the app. If you see red dots on the screen, your system is not properly connected to the internet. If you want your family members or cohabitants to receive notifications as well, they should log into the app with the same account. At Nicco, we never stop improving the security, user interface, and ease of use of our products. That's why it'd be best to update the software to the latest release by going to Settings and choosing Upgrade. That will take 5 to 10 minutes. After that, the system will reboot, but don't worry, all settings will be saved automatically. Should you have any problems getting notifications on your smartphone, check the privacy or general notification settings on your smartphone. Well, that's it basically. You're all done. Enjoy your purchase and check nicco.eu for more solutions and videos.